Benvenuti a ioGioco on stage. Questo pomeriggio da Bologna Play, prima edizione di Play a Bologna, avremo l'onore di giocare con Jason Morningstar a Fiasco, che torna in Italia grazie a Narrattiva, e come ospite a tavolo, a parte me come rappresentante di ioGioco, abbiamo Pasquale Monniello e Alessandro Colantinio di Player.it. Volete salutare il nostro pubblico?
Ciao ragazzi, siamo felici di essere qui.
Lui naturalmente Jason Morningstar, che ha creato uno dei capolavori del gioco di ruolo indie. So I think we can start. We will play in English, and I think we can start.
Okay, let's start. If at some point it becomes complicated and you need to talk in Italian, that's fine with me. It'll be okay. Okay, so Fiasco is a GM-less game. So the three of you will play. I'm going to lightly facilitate because we don't have a lot of time, so it makes more sense to have you play, and I will just offer suggestions as we play. Okay. Because a three-player game will fit within the amount of time we have. So the first thing we need to decide is which playset we're going to use. We have two choices. One is called Transatlantico, which is set in the 30s aboard an ocean liner. And I'm sure nothing bad will happen to that ocean liner.
No, okay. Absolutely.
And the other one is called Nut People. I'm not sure how you translate that.
Gente fuori di guscio.
Okay. And it's about pecan farmers, nut farmers in the United States. And it's a very weird and silly playset. That's sort of about the rural United States.
Okay.
Which would you be?
And you will choose because you're a guest.
Transatlantic.
Transatlantic it is. Okay, get this out of
Nice
here.
choice.
Yeah. We have a copy in Italiano if we need it, and then we have an English version as well. Okay, so the way that we're going to set this game up, we create a series of relationships with each other before we know who our characters are. So we might find out, for example, that you two are brothers, but we won't know your names or your identities until we've completed that set web of relationships.
Okay.
All right. So to do that, we're going to use the dice. So let's roll all these dice. Just randomize them. All but these. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Take some away. Okay, here's the dice we have to work with. Can you sort those by number? So we have some ones, some twos, some threes, some fours, some fives, and some sixes. And within the playset, we have 4 things to decide. The first one is relationships. And the way that this works is you're gonna go around and choose a category, and there are 6 categories, and then you're going to choose a detail within that category, and each one of those has 6 as well. So for example, I might pick 3 and 2, which would be either friends, a society gadfly, and a hanger-on, or 3-2, which is a saboteur and a fellow traveler, and either one would be fine. So go ahead and look these over and decide. And it looks like we have all the dice, so you can pick any choice you like. And we're on a cruise ship, so I'll read the introduction to you. We are a week out of Southampton, en route to New York. Our 42,000-ton vessel, Morningstar Line's new flagship, the Leviathan, plows through these frigid waters at 29 knots. This is a luxury cruise, a maiden voyage, and the captain has been directed to strive for the glorious Blue Ribbon, to be the fastest ship crossing the Atlantic. And we are all passengers on this ship, and everything is very nice, and we're wondering what's going to happen. We're going to have some new beginnings. Are we going to do things differently this time? Are our dreams within reach? What could go wrong? So the relationship categories are family, friends, intrigue, on board, courting, and special. So the special ones we want to use with care because they can get complicated. Do you see a category you like?
I like the special.
All right, well, let's go for it.
I'm actually going to choose 2 random ones.
Okay.
So, no, it will actually be 6 and 3, sorry.
6 and 3,
6
all
and
right.
3. So it will be a ship's purser and rescued whaler.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so go ahead and write that on a post-it and decide who that relationship refers to. And it can be any part of this triangle. These 2 could be the ship's purser and rescued whaler.
You could choose 2 others too. Okay, for others people. Okay, for other people.
Oh yeah. You can for any or yourself.
Okay. So I'll be the rescued whaler.
All right. Well, hold your horses.
Okay.
It's all right. Put that between 2 of you.
Okay.
You want it right here?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's between the 2 of you, and we'll find out who's the rescued
Okay,
whaler. We don't know
okay.
yet. All right. Will you pick a relationship?
Yeah, let me see.
Sure.
Take a look. I'll take one intrigue.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
So I'll take
And
3.
which one
The
within
ends
intrigue?
4 on board.
Oh no, it's you're going to pick within the intrigue
Oh,
category.
yeah.
Which one of those do you like best?
Cultists.
Cultists. Weird.
No. This one looks better. Who are you and why are you in my closet?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Why are you and why in my closet?
Yeah. Why are you in my closet?
And okay, I write it down.
So that's
Why
a
are you?
3 and a 5 you chose. Great. All right. We have one more relationship to choose.
So which one did you?
Intrigue. Who are you and why are you in my closet?
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good. All right. And would you want that here or here?
Here.
Okay. So one of you is going to want to know the answer to that question, and the other one is going to be hiding in a closet.
Oh, okay. I'm starting to get where it's going.
All right. Okay. Yeah, and that suggests which role you might have, but I won't push it. What are you choosing?
Are you choosing the special as well?
No.
Total 5.
All special.
And
No, no,
I think it was a
Oh,
3.
okay.
He chose intrigue.
Yeah, with 3 and 5.
What was it?
Former lovers. It's 5 and 6.
Yeah, former lovers.
Former lovers.
Yeah.
Okay. And because that's a category with some intimacy there, feel free to say no if that makes you uncomfortable. Yeah. Let's see where it goes.
Let's see what happens.
But if it does, if either of you were like, I don't know about that, we will change it.
Okay. Let's say
There's no
former
reason-
lovers.
There's no reason to feel uncomfortable about these relationships because they're easy to change. But if you are okay with that, that's a great one.
Well, it's former.
Yeah.
they could hate themselves.
That's true. That's true. I love it. Okay, so we have a rescued whaler
Oh my God.
and the ship's purser. Okay.
Oh my God.
Former lovers. So it's possible that the rescued whaler is former lovers with you. We'll find out. And then who are you and why are you in my closet? Interesting. Great.
Rescue whaler.
Rescued whaler.
And one of the crew. Right.
Okay.
Okay. So now we have those relationships. We're going to assign some details to them. And what we're going to do is create an object. And one of these relationships is going to care very much about that object. We're going to create a location on the ship. Somebody's going to care a lot about that. And a need. And the need is like, I need revenge. I need to get to the truth.
All right.
I need respect. And that will be important. So those are attached to these.
Okay.
And here is the list. Let's go in reverse order. So our categories are revenge,
Of course, former lovers, it's always about revenge.
Revenge, yeah. Revenge is always a reliable one.
So you pick 1 and...
Yeah, 1
then
and
another
5.
number.
1 and 5.
And you'll notice that the dice are diminishing. You may not be able to choose
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, that's interesting.
There's no more 3s, I believe.
So it's for what happened that
night-
night of the Labrador coast.
For what happened at one night off the Labrador coast.
Oh, so something happened in the past, and you want revenge. Somebody wants revenge, and where do you want to assign
Former
that?
lovers.
Yeah. I'm seeing a pattern here that's
Yep.
kind of cool. If you're a rescued whaler, maybe the Labrador coast was where you were. Like there's a lot that could happen. Or the purser, that works for them too.
What was it? Revenge for what?
Very good.
So who chooses next?
How about you? There's really no order to it.
Okay, so I will do recovery,
Okay.
and then I'll do the 2.
Oh.
So recovery from financial ruin to get even with that confidence man.
Interesting.
So I have a debt.
Yeah. A confidence man would be like a criminal.
Oh,
schemer.
someone has a debt.
Yes. A lot of revenge happening. All right. Good.
Let's see what happens.
Very complicated setup.
We can't have truth because it's 2.
Wait, from financial ruin because I was
Oh.
to
Others.
get even
okay.
with a.
So somebody ruined you, and you want to, or someone
ruined something.
revenge. A lot of revenge.
Do we have a 6? Yes.
I'm actually going to put this here.
Oh, what? Okay.
So
Yeah.
someone is in the closet to get even.
I may need financial recovery.
Yep.
Good. Very good.
Yeah, I voted sideways.
Uh-oh.
And I think
We'll be all right.
that the rescued whaler was escaping from the Royal Navy.
Oh.
Would like a word about recent minor misunderstanding.
Maybe wants some information about our
Well, that's
rescued whaler.
something.
Okay.
Let me see if I can.
Royal Navy. All right.
Maybe.
It would be hard to fit all this inside this, but
Maybe just the notes. Well, it sounds like the Leviathan is definitely a British ship. A British ship with maybe a Royal Navy contingent on board. You never know.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Okay, we did that wrong. That's okay though. We're gonna roll with it. There's supposed to only be one of these, but we've got 3. I think they're interesting. Let's keep going. Let's pick one location. So I'm gonna ask you to pick a location, and attach it to one of these relationships.
Only one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it was one.
It's supposed to be one. But this is good color. It'll be great. It'll be fun. So with the dice we have left, choose a location that you think would be fun.
Only one.
Only one. And then we'll still attach that to a relationship.
voila.
Oh, you got it all on there.
Yeah.
You guessed?
It took quite of effort, but there.
We could
Oh,
do in the
it was-
orchestra pit with the band.
No.
5 and 6.
Umbrella drinks in deck chairs.
Do we have a 4? Yeah, we have it. So we can do the 4, 5 and 4. So it would be our guest. Umbrella drinks in the deck chairs.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
So this one goes here.
That's very fancy. Very relaxing. Umbrella drinks and deck chairs. I love it.
Should we write it in another color?
Sure. That's good. Good idea.
So it's be our guest.
And then we have one last thing, which is going to be an object. And there's your choices. And we will see what you get. You're a little limited.
The
One,
best one cannot be chosen.
Why?
I needed a 2, the Shroud of Turin.
an object. Yes. Can't have it. You have everything. You have no 2s or 3s.
We choose somewhere to put this connection.
Yeah, put it somewhere that it will.
So I don't think it fits well with a closet, which although it could
not so
be.
much.
I want to have them.
Yeah,
former
that's
lovers.
perfect. Former lovers. Yeah, I love it.
Getting vengeance with umbrella drinks.
That's good. It's very good.
It sounds lovely.
I'm sure it'll be just great.
I think I will go for, but I don't know if I have it. No, there are no three, no more three.
No threes,
No, we only have 1, 4,
Oh, we do have 4.
and
1, 4, 5,
5 and
6.
6. Yep, these are the ones we have because
So
we
you
use this.
have limited choices.
The best one are gone. That's the bad.
They'll all be good, I promise.
So let's say that in this closet there will be a alternate draft of the United States Bill of Rights.
No. Oh my god.
That is 5
Oh,
and
that
6.
might be the minor
Yeah.
misunderstanding.
That might be.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
An alternate draft, yeah,
of the
alternate-
United
An alternate
States
Bill of
Rights. So that could be a historic document, or it could be somebody's new idea.
Alternate
Great.
draft.
Love it. And wherever you assign that, those people will care about it very much, and will.
I have a
figure
dad
it
joke
out.
about it. It could be the Bill of Lefts.
Oh, yeah, that is a dad joke.
It's a dad joke. It's the Bill of Lefts.
Instead of rights. It's terrible. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm
There you
ashamed.
have it.
I'm only a bit ashamed.
Okay, a little bit. And we're going to attach that to. this
Yeah, in the
relationship.
closet.
All right. So this is all the stuff that we need to play the game.
Okay.
We can put all the dice back in the middle because we'll be using them. And let's talk about who these people are and give them names and identities. So between the two of you, who are you and why are you in my closet? I don't know who's who in that arrangement. But somebody wants revenge on a confidence man. And they care about the alternate draft of the U.S. Bill of Rights. Okay, so that's this relationship. Still a little vague, but we'll get there. Okay, ship's purser rescued whaler. A whaler's on the run from the Royal Navy,
Yep.
sounds like. Okay, and then over here we have ex-lovers. Something happened off the Labrador coast. More revenge, and umbrella drinks and deck chairs. Nice. Okay. So, which do you think that's the ship's purser, or do you think it's
I think
the
that's the
whaler?
ship's
shipper.
purser.
Yeah, do you
Because
think so too?
so the
Okay.
mission off the Labrador coast.
Yeah.
So I could be the rescued whaler.
Yes, you're the whaler.
And I am the one in the closet because I was hiding after being rescued.
I think so.
And that
yeah.
creates a lovely love triangle, I
Yes.
think.
Yes, it does.
Because
Because you are in my closet, it can be very jealous.
after being saved by the
Yeah.
purser,
Yeah.
I am
Perfect.
found in the closet of the
But it can be
ex-lover.
understandable after what happens on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
coast.
yeah,
So
really, that was terrible, and
That was
It's
really
gonna take a lot.
It's
to
very
get over that.
humiliating. Like,
Yes.
I need a lot of umbrella drinks actually.
oh, those ones are for forgetting about like. What happens
Yeah,
on the Labrador
I
coast.
started for forgetting, but
So,
you know.
so the loose piece here is the alternate draft of the U.S. Bill of Rights, but we don't need to define that yet. All we need to know is that you care about it and you care about it,
Yep.
and it'll come into play. So go ahead and give yourselves a name and sort of an identity, the character that you're going to play.
I'll be named Frank.
I'm Commissioner Schettino
No.
of the Labrador coast.
I think it's.
Captain
I think it's
Schettino.
not even North America or Canada, the Labrador coast.
What?
I think it's North America or Canada, the Labrador coast.
Yeah, I'm
That's
Italo.
Canada.
That's
This
Canada.
is my
I'm
name. It's
Italo-American.
a quote from a very old cartoon.
You are.
Larry Cabot in our third,
Yeah, I love it. That's good.
Can I have it?
Yes.
Yep.
also known as the Super Chicken.
I wanna have like a fun name about.
Yeah.
Maybe we use these for names. How about this?
Oh yeah,
That'll be a little bit-
Oh, that's bad.
I'm gonna do
Sounds
that.
better.
Okay. Is that gonna work?
I need to come up with a dead joke surname for Frank.
Oh, you need a dad joke.
You go on writing because I have an idea for my character and I want to play it that he can't lie.
He can't lie.
Yeah, no, he's too frank.
Oh, I see. He's too frank. Yep, that's a dad joke all around.
Yeah. But for now, he'll be frank.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
And he's a sailor, right?
Yep, he's a whaler.
Maybe he's Frank Stern.
I like that. I like that. But for the new lover, it's only Frank.
Hey,
Oh, was it?
Jonathan Schettino.
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 Oh,
Schettino?
Get back aboard.
Go back to the boat.
It was someone that drove a ship into
Yeah, sank a ship.
sank a ship.
Sank like a cruise
cruise
ship.
ship.
It was the Italian
It's
commander
not
that sank
actually
the
its
cruise ship.
name Jonathan, but I'm English, so I mean Italo-American.
American.
So
Yeah, he's
I'm Jonathan
Italo-American.
Schettino.
Perfect.
And that's my name.
Awesome. Well, I am anxious to find out what exactly happened off the Labrador coast. That would be fun to read. All right, so we've got a situation, we've got some characters, and we are ready to play. So the way this game works, once we have this all set up, the numbers on the dice don't matter anymore. They're just tokens for now. And what they are tokens of is whether things are going well or poorly. So a white die is positive, it's good, something good is happening to your character. A black die is the opposite, something bad is happening. So we're gonna have scenes that are good and scenes that are bad because we have white dice and black dice. So don't be afraid to let something good happen because we're gonna have to. And we're gonna take turns, and when it's your turn, you have a choice to make. You can choose to establish the scene or to resolve the scene.
Okay.
Establishing the scene means you get to say who's there, what it's about, what kind of paint the scene, address the set, and invite other characters to join. But you don't get to decide how it goes for your character. If you choose to resolve, you have to say, I don't know, give me a scene, and the rest of us will create a scene for you that will be awkward, uncomfortable, and horrible, but you get to decide how it turns out for your character. So if you have a good idea, then you can say, I want to establish, and then you create the scene and we'll play it out together. If you don't have a good idea, just say, I'd like to resolve, and your friends here will create a scene for you. Does anybody have a really good idea to kick this off, to have a starting scene? One I could imagine that would be pretty good would be you being pulled out of the water. Like this could begin with you being hauled aboard.
Oh yeah.
As a shipwreck survivor.
We did a misunderstanding. I was like,
yeah, right.
I'm escaping from the Royal Navy because there was a misunderstanding, a small one.
So he's not in the closet. He's in the closet.
No, I'll be in the closet. I think.
Eventually,
Is this something that is eventually going to happen?
Yeah.
Okay.
These things are things that we want to see during the game. They don't have to be defined right away.
Okay. Okay. So they don't have to be like all in the past. Or,
Right.
Okay.
It could be that later on there's a perfect opportunity to put you in a closet.
Okay. It's just like a guideline for
Yes.
what can happen. Okay.
We want to make sure that happens. But that's an example of a scene you can establish. Another scene, let's see. We could start with you on the deck sipping drinks and finding out about revenge. That would be a perfect establishing scene. A couple of examples there.
So I'm sitting on the pool of this. There's a pool on the deck.
This is a fancy
of this
show.
ship, of course. I'm sitting with my drink with umbrellas. So, Harry, are you entertaining? Are you enjoying this travel?
It will be much better if you were not here, actually. But for the sake of, tranquility, I think that sipping this drink with that horrible red umbrella you have, that will be fine.
So, Pasquale, you and I are going to be waiting to find out how this goes. This is the scene about Jonathan. So as soon as we have a good idea, we're just going to pick up a die.
Oh, I like where he's going.
And then you know that the scene's going to go well for Jonathan. We don't even have to interrupt.
Okay. Oh.
And if we want it to go poorly, or if it seems like it's obviously going to go poorly, we can just, I'll be like...
But we don't get to choose how it goes bad.
No,
Like it flows naturally. Like
Yeah, it should.
they steer the...
Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes it'll be obvious, and we'll be like, well, the dog is getting loose, right? And then you have to play that the dog is getting loose or whatever. But often it's okay just to be like, this is going to go bad. Make it go bad. We don't have to decide.
Yeah, because I was wondering why the ship's person was drinking
That's
by
a
the pool.
great question.
So I was about to
Yeah.
if
Well,
you agree.
Yeah, well, let's let them play a little bit, and we'll see how it goes.
So do you, by the way, you see there is this magnificent pool here. Do you remember what happened back in the Labrador coast? Do you remember your shoes and the place they were at the end of the evening? No, of course you don't.
I don't, but I still remember your empty pocket. And that's why you're still here on my boat. Because you bought, I gifted you this ticket when we were together.
Yeah.
And you still want this advantage,
Of course,
even if we're not together anymore.
Yes. I admit that we are not together anymore, which may be or maybe not your fault, of course. But I had to buy a ticket to go back home.
You could buy another boat ticket. Why my boat?
There is not a bloody ship there doing this bloody course in the bloody world, except your bloody ship, my dear friend.
Okay, this is gonna go bad for you. Let's figure out how.
But these drinks are cool, so fine.
Did you put something in this drink?
There may be some cyanide, I'm not sure, but I did not put it. But I hear some commotion down on the deck of these boats of yours.
Commotion?
Yeah, commotion, noise coming.
Yeah, there's sailors that are shouting, and you
Yeah,
hear wet
can you hear the
splashing
shouts?
sounds. Yeah.
Just wait me here.
Many of the bloody captain, you should do something about that.
Maybe.
They are expected to do something about that, not like on the Labrador coast, by Jove.
So what I heard there was do your job. Like stop relaxing.
I threw out my glass,
Yeah,
my
as
drink,
usual.
and I just ran beside the deck.
Great. That's good, and that's a perfect scene. They should be short like that, just a few minutes, and that hit on some of the things we have written on the table. So that was great, perfect scene. That would have been yours. No, it was your scene. So often we'll just take turns. Although if you have a good idea, as long as everybody gets the same number of scenes, we're fine. So you've had your first one. There are going to be 2 scenes each in the first act. And then something fun will happen.
Okay.
So, do either of you have a good idea for a
Yeah,
scene?
I think because I had a misunderstanding.
Oh, yeah.
I escaped from
Royal
captivity
Navy.
again in the ship, and I'm hiding in his closet.
Yeah,
So maybe he goes back to his room and he finds me in his closet.
that's a perfect scene. That's great. And we'll remember it's about you.
Yeah.
Pasquale established it, so you are going to decide if it goes good or bad for Pasquale. So describe coming back to your cabin, and how does this happen?
Yeah, at the moment, I stay a bit more on the pool, watching from the railing here that goes down, and I throw umbrellas towards him.
So rude.
Then I get sick of doing this thing, and I go back to my cabin.
Yeah, I just want to say, I think it's very interesting how fixated you are on your former lover. You're
Of course.
really interested in
And this is because of this.
Oh, yeah,
because, it must have been the holiday of our life, and he ruined everything.
Yeah, we know about the shoes. We've heard it all before. Yeah. Okay, so you're going back to your cabin.
Yeah, I'm going back to my cabin with my drink, with 2 umbrellas.
Are you a
inside.
little drunk?
No.
No. Okay.
No. I'm normally drunk, but I am very sober at the moment.
The right amount of drunk for this? Okay, good.
It's still a cruiser. Like it's still a big ship.
And so you go back to your room. Something feels odd about it. What do you do?
Yeah, first of all, the door is open.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
strange.
Something amiss here.
Probably
So-
Jonathan messing with you.
Yeah, sure. I check for bombs, in case. And since I don't find any bomb, I go to the bathroom, to the closet, and wash my hands. And I open the door and look him and
And what do they see?
I am actually holding the Bill of Rights in my hands. Like, I'm like, what am I looking at? Like, so I'm actually like crouched in the corner, like trying to read with maybe a torch. Like, oh, hello.
I say, who are you? What are you doing in my closet?
So before I answer, why do you have an alternative Bill of Rights?
Oh, that's toilet paper. But
But why?
there's a special reserve
This
toilet
is
paper.
valuable.
Is it?
Kind of is
How
totally-
valuable? I got lots of money.
Well, if you let me help you, I have a friend that can know precisely how valuable this is. We can split whatever the value is.
Last
you know,
time-
I put my contact, you put the object, the Bill of Rights.
Last time something like that happened, we were on the Labrador coast.
You and who?
Something were amiss, and again, who are you? This is my closet.
Wait. Of the Labrador coast, you and who?
This is
I
not-
wasn't up there. I am.
This
a
is not of your
trustworthy-
business.
I am a trustworthy person. My name is Frank, and I try to be as frank as possible. I say I am
understand.
100% frank.
And you are dressed like a sailor, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
As a whaler, I think I also smell a bit.
Oh, of
like
course.
I like to believe I have a coat that is a bit smelly.
What is your job?
Well, the official job is I'm a whaler.
Yeah, I can smell it, but
Yep. I get along.
you get along, but not with me, not in my closets.
Well, we'll find out if you'll allow me to help you with the Bill of Rights.
No, that's awesome. Yeah.
That may be a little wrong in your hands.
Well, it doesn't matter if we sell it and we make a lot of money.
But I got all the money already.
Are you sure about that? I
This is
believe-
why this is toilet paper.
There is.
Someone
this is
told me.
not- but
Someone
this is
told me
not
that there were
toilet paper.
sheets of paper, and this sheep, which belongs to my friend Jonathan, has a very bad toilet paper quality, and I need something,
So, okay.
a bit cultured.
So it seems to me you don't really like this friend Jonathan of yours. So maybe.
How can you say that? Was so evident?
Yeah. So
Oh, that's
so if you want to,
Do you
have
like
your
a
revenge.
drink? I didn't finish this drink.
No, thanks. I never drink on the
All
job.
right.
So.
Bad for you.
So, if you want to get your revenge, you will need money, and we can make money with this.
I already have money, but
Well, you can never have enough money.
what do you say this thing is?
I mean, from the look of it, it looks like maybe a fake Bill of Rights, but it looks too good to be a fake, so maybe it has some historic
But
value.
it belongs to the colonies, to the United States.
Yeah, it should be.
Great, and we are going into the United States territory.
that's the point.
Great.
I have a
Also
friend there.
outstanding. So yes, that may be interesting.
Yeah, so maybe we can
Yeah.
toast. We can make a toast through
There
our.
we go. New friends.
I got just
You-
one glass, and it's for me. But
Well, you
make
can
it
have the toast.
Yeah.
You can have the both of us.
Very nice. Okay. Good job bringing a lot of this stuff in. You found in the closet. Now you're best friends. That's great. Fantastic. And that's a good segue to your scene. Would you like to establish a scene or resolve a scene?
Let's see what happened when I resolve a scene. Let's resolve
Let's
this.
invent a scene for Henry Cabot Inau III. What's something that a situation we could put him in that's very awkward or dangerous or stupid?
They're drinking together on the deck
They are
while
drink-
I come back to the deck.
That sounds good because you're kind of jealous, I think.
Yeah, of
All
course.
right. So, what does Jonathan see when he comes back on the deck between the two of you?
Maybe he's having drinks and he's having the toast to our newfound deal, while I keep reading and I'm starting to make notes about how to split, how much we can make. Like I'm trying to,
Sounds good. All right. Well, let's play that scene out, and you get to decide how it goes for you. You get to resolve it because we set it up.
Okay.
So when you feel confident that you know if it's going to be good or bad for Henry, just pick a die and we'll know.
Okay, so
So hello again.
What a headache. I hate this job. I need a drink.
You hate
I need a
every
drink
job.
by you. Who is him?
Oh, he's a poet, a writer.
yeah, I'm writing a poem.
Wait. Didn't you
Nope.
were in the
Nope.
sea? I just rescued you.
Nope. No. I was.
It
with
was
him.
we
I
were
was in his room.
we were friends at Eton.
In your room. You were
Yes,
in
he
your
was tired and he was resting.
Could I
And
suggest that you give him a change of clothes?
Of course,
Yeah.
and he's
You
wearing
give-
my
So I'm not
clothes.
dressed this way.
you gave him comfort.
Yes, the clothes. Do you remember? I think you bought me off Labrador. Oh no, I was wrong. It was just in Moscow. But well, doesn't matter.
Did you buy him shoes?
No, these are your shoes.
Oh, that's
yeah.
why. That's why. Oh,
He's wearing your
well,
shoes.
they're comfortable. Thank you.
You have no ticket. We have to left you off the coast as soon as we see a port. You have no ticket.
I think we are going to
He has to go.
to New
He
York.
cannot be here.
Yes, of course.
I would be in trouble if
Of
someone.
course, you will be. Yes.
Oh
Definitely.
no.
Especially because guest in your ship is, a very important writer
Yep.
and a historian.
Weren't you a
Yep.
whaler?
Because you
Yeah.
You are a
History.
whaler.
And I write poems about history.
Yeah, and it is just discovered on your ship the most interesting piece of toilet paper ever. I didn't realize you were
Well,
so
I-
smart.
It's interesting and it has historical value. We'll for
that's-
sure go to the.
Yeah. Be
History
frank, be
guild.
frank and tell
Yeah,
him.
be frank. Tell the truth.
Yes, I am Frank.
Oh,
And
I understand.
and
You're
I'm-
trying to make me jealous.
No,
We
this is the
we
bill.
cannot be back
No,
together.
this is the Bill of
Henry.
Rights.
You had this in your ship, and I
This
think the
is-
authorities
this
will be
is
very
one of the very-
interested in the fact that you have these on your ship.
It's
The authorities
considered-
of the Labrador Coast.
No, New York City. Because
Well,
we are
this
going
is the United
towards New York
States
City.
Bill of Rights.
Of course,
So-
but Labrador Coast, I know that
No,
they
this is-
will be very interested in this and in my former shoes.
Oh, so this is why you were late
Oh.
on Labrador Coast.
So you stole this?
I may be.
All right.
Oh. No, you keep
It's good for you, so it's
Yeah.
bad for him, I think.
It's good for you, yeah. So did we just establish that you stole the Bill of Rights?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, great. Good. Good thing.
Why was it in Canada though? Like
It's a lot of crazy stuff happened. This is the War of 1812. Who knows?
you know, it doesn't matter anymore. Now it's in the hands of a historian, of a history buff. I'm a man of culture. I like history. I like valuable artifacts, and this is valuable.
Yeah, I
And-
can set you a room on the opposite side of the boat.
They are
Oh,
all
I
full.
believe there is enough room in his room.
What?
I believe there is enough room in his bed.
No,
No?
it's a room from just one person.
Indeed.
With a double
Yeah.
bed.
We got a double queen-sized bed.
Because of your
Size.
magnificent.
You say
size.
my size?
No,
so you're
not
saying I
the
should be
size.
on diet?
No.
Shame, shame,
Your
shame,
comfort,
shame.
not size.
That is
Just
a
your
low
comfort.
blow.
My comfort.
Yeah, I know you roll while you sleep, so I made you
Oh, so
I
kind
set you a
of you.
room with a large.
My
bed.
friend, but that's all in the past, like the Bill of Rights. The present is high as we have the Bill of Rights, and
I'm sorry,
I mean, we found it together, and we will.
It was a gift. I set him for
Well,
him
but,
in his closet,
man,
and you're ruining
Jonathan, Jonathan, my dear, would you like to explain, please, why there is a British battleship coming close to our transatlantic?
That's a good place to end that.
Do you
scene.
know anything? What did you do? What did you do this time to piss off this, British.
Let it go. That's the end of the scene. That's perfect. So you did great. You upset your ex-lover, and now we know there's a British battleship trailing your ship. That's good. That's perfect. And you got a white tie. Great. So, do you want to establish or resolve?
What does it mean mechanically?
Well, yeah, either you're going to get to create the scene, or you're going to get to decide whether it goes well or poorly for your character.
No, I can resolve, I
All
think.
right, so let's create a scene for Jonathan, who's now completely consumed with jealousy.
I have a question about the game. Can any any more characters appear? Like, could some of us play the role of the Navy,
Yes.
the Royal Navy officer that is going to talk to the ship's person?
Yeah, oh, for sure. As a good rule, it's best to keep the number of characters small.
Yeah.
But if there's an important reason to bring someone in, for sure. Yeah.
Because I believe it might be interesting if someone plays the Navy officer.
Yeah, absolutely.
That
I
could
would
be an
happy to
interesting
do
thing.
that.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Well, let's just see where it goes. Okay. So another round of scenes, and you want to resolve. Yeah, so we're going to create a scene for Jonathan, who's burning with jealousy. The two of you are sharing a room, not in a romantic way, but Jonathan doesn't know that. Oh, yeah, interesting. Okay, all right. Okay.
Well, no, you weren't that close.
Give it time.
Fascinating. So what's happening here? When you're not sure, you can always look at the relationships. So what that's all sorted out, right?
Well,
I rescued him.
Yeah.
he rescued me, and I'm escaping from the Royal Navy.
Is there a...
He escaping from the
Would you
Royal
like
Navy.
to word with me about a recent minor misunderstanding?
Yeah. Yes. So maybe we should see a scene between the two of them without you present. Because you have some things to discuss, right?
Yep.
All right. Why don't we do that, and you get to decide whether it's going to go well or poorly for Jonathan.
Oh God. Well, I think it's gonna be the opposite way from me.
Yeah. Well, and just so you know, if you know right away that you want it to be a great scene, you can immediately take a dive. Or you can
let
wait
it
to
flow.
find
Let
out.
it flow.
Yeah.
Let it flow.
Yeah.
Alright.
So where are we? Maybe we're back on the promenade deck where the fancy
Yeah.
drinks are. Because you've come up in the world.
Yep.
You're a gentleman now.
I changed my clothes thanks to Harry Cabot.
You probably have the Cabot monogram on your jacket.
Yeah. I have his shoes.
Yes. Which has got to be infuriating. Yeah. All right. Well, let's see what happens here.
Well, it isn't my problem that we found
It is.
your gift. No,
It is
I
your
mean,
problem. It is your problem.
No,
You found it
I
in the
just-
closet.
I just
You-
offered.
No.
I just offered financial opportunity
And that's
very
illegal.
important game, and I believe we all
That's
can
illegal.
profit.
That's why there's
It's
the
not
Royal
illegal.
Navy.
Remember, I am a person that deals with artifacts, and I can
You
tell
deal
you,
with whales. You are a whaler.
I do many things in my life. Whales, about what I do with my ship most of the times. But there were a couple of times I perfect artifacts here and there. I helped moving artifacts unseen.
So you knew about
No, I didn't know, but it was
And why?
Stroke of
Why
luck.
did you go to the closets of my dear friend?
I was exploring
The closets?
ship.
You
I
knew.
mean, his
You
room
knew.
was open.
You knew it was there.
I
if you go
swear it
after
on my name.
artifacts?
I swear it on my Frank name. I didn't.
So he's never a liar.
Yeah, I'm Frank. I'm
It's
100% Frank
Yeah.
all the time. I cannot not be Frank.
Really?
Yes.
Do you like your shoes?
Oh, a low blow.
Yes, on me.
Is this going well for you?
I throw the drink on his face.
Oh, that sounds like it's going well for
Well,
you.
that was not nice.
An ominous horn sounds in the fog behind the ship. The Royal Navy is coming.
Now I need another change of clothes.
Maybe you have your formal clothes, your formal whaler
I-
clothes.
No, they have been burned.
I might have lost them.
It's a good place to end that. Take a.
You can find them in the closet.
Ooh. So you take a white die. I think that went pretty well for you. And we could just move right into what, do you want to establish a scene, or would you like to resolve it? And
I'd like to resolve it.
All right, it's got to be the Royal Navy, I think, that are coming. Something else that I should point out that might be important here is that it's totally okay to take a character out of the game. If the Royal Navy arrests you or throws you over the side, you can still participate, and you'll do it through flashbacks. We'll see your character in the past doing mischief.
That's cool.
So that could happen that you're, removed from play. But I don't think that's going to happen. But I do think the Royal Navy is going to board this ship and search for him. Yeah. And you're going to decide whether
it goes poorly or bad.
Should they already have him in chains? Is that where when the scene starts? Should they already have him arrested?
No.
No, you don't think so? Okay. All right. So they come on board looking for
information about a bill.
A man who escaped. And
a man who escaped. Yeah, right.
And the object that he stole? No, you didn't steal it. No. There's a man that escaped.
There's a minor misunderstanding with the Royal Navy.
Right. So you are absent without leave. You have run away from your ship, which is like a 20-year in prison offense.
Okay. So I was a member of the Royal Navy.
What's that?
No flogging.
Oh, then, with the flogging as well, of course. I mean, it is the Royal Navy. You're going to get flogged. So, I guess they're going to come talk to you first, right? Are we Royal Navy officers? So we're looking for a man. We have reason to believe is aboard your ship, sir.
I have reason to believe he's in the closet of my dear friend.
Well, take us to him right away.
Of course.
So I like to believe in the meantime I draw a fake mustache with a pencil on my face.
Completely unrecognizable. Yep. Well, take a white die if you want these guys not to recognize you.
Could it be I wanted to go wrong, but I don't want my character to disappear.
That's fine.
But I wanted to go wrong because I like if my character goes wrong, good, wrong, good, wrong, good.
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
If it's gonna go wrong.
Yeah, I wanted to go wrong in a fun and
we got you.
way.
We're good.
Can't
So you know where this gentleman is. And I use the term gentleman very loosely.
Yeah, it was dressed as a whaler, right?
Yes, he would have been dressed as a whaler. You know where he is. Can you take us to him?
Yeah, I can take into his room because he's committed to hide him.
Oh wow!
It's not technically a crime to hide a fugitive from the Royal
Sir,
Navy.
according to the Royal Navy Regulation 34, number 3,5, I think it is liable to punishment if you wear up as a whaler. Indeed, sir.
Well, thank you, Lieutenant.
Thank you, sir.
For your advisement. I'm glad that you know the regulations so very well.
Sir, of course, sir.
Where did you learn the Royal Navy Regulation?
He's
No,
playing another
I'm not
character.
playing,
He's playing
sorry.
another Navy
We're
officer.
two officers.
We're two officers.
Ah, okay. I
Yeah.
didn't understand.
Take us to this man, and we have one more request for you. Our ship has, our brig is full. We're going to need you to detain him until we get back to England after your current voyage. Is that possible?
For the right amount of money.
I mean,
Oh,
we
wow.
can do that.
there is a regulation about due compensation in pounds sterling.
Sir, according to Royal Navy Regulation 355.1.3, Section 3, comma A, yeah, they are indeed, they can have some regulations, sir.
It's quite a bit of money.
I need a new
Up to
pair of shoes.
£55.
Yes, 55.
The right amount for a
Daily.
new pair of shoes.
Yeah.
So we're going to go get this gentleman, and we're going to lock him up in your ship with your promise to keep him detained until you return to Southampton.
That's just the amount of space that you require.
Oh,
Is it okay, a closet?
I think you could put him in a closet. That would be acceptable.
Sir, of course, sir. And
God.
do I remember you that leaving a fugitive from your ship is liable to punishment.
It is indeed.
I know the Royal Navy regulation.
Do you know? Are you a fugitive?
I'm not.
And why do you know the Royal Navy?
I know Royal Navy regulation.
Sir, I see something wrong here, sir.
That's a little dodgy, but we are in a hurry.
Indeed.
Listen, you need to understand that if he's not delivered to Southampton, you will pay a fine and there will be repercussions for you, including a flogging.
Of course.
I can understand this.
Now, the other piece to that, of course, is that if he were to die due to circumstances outside of your control, such as plague or being swallowed by a whale,
Yeah.
then
Or the ship sinks
if the ship sinks,
due to, I know,
then you're not
aforementioned
liable.
iceberg and something like that. That is not, you're not liable.
Not
in
that there are any.
There is no
icebergs.
insurance on this. I mean, I have an insurance for icebergs, sinking,
Yeah, it's perfect.
pirates.
And to be honest, there are no icebergs in the North Atlantic at this time of year. You're perfectly safe.
Yeah, I can remember what happened in
And
the
also sea
Labrador coast.
monsters. If he gets swallowed by a sea monster, you're
Yeah.
not liable.
That's good.
No, I have no insurance on sea monsters. I'm
Good.
sorry.
That's bad because, well, it doesn't matter.
We have an understanding now.
Yes, we have.
Are you hiding something?
No, sir, no.
This is bad for you.
Yeah.
You think? Did you
So-
take a dive?
That was the first thing I did.
Yeah, yeah.
So I like to believe they find me in the bathroom.
Pretending to be
Yeah.
someone else.
Oh, hi, officers.
Yes, Frank, we know all about it.
No, Frank. My name is not Frank. My name is Liam.
Close the door and lock it until you.
No,
get to
no. Why?
Southampton.
What are you doing? No.
Sorry, it doesn't look like the one we're looking for, but it looks like his brother, perhaps. His brother.
Well, if you look at the regulations, we do need to arrest someone.
Indeed, sir.
Yes, so we'll
regulation number
How many
33,
times is passed
8.
since he's fleeing? Since he ran away from the ship?
This is secret. It's governed is secret.
I mean, it's past time.
Hello?
Hair grows.
we cannot disclose information to civilians.
Can you open the door? It's a misunderstanding, a minor misunderstanding. Hello?
Yes, let's end that there. That's perfect.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Good day.
Very welcome.
And I'll,
Can I have the compensation?
Oh yes, 55 pounds.
At the end of the.
Well, give him
Turn.
half of it now.
All right, half of it. Now I'll get your
It's
money.
half in
you.
Southampton in a few months. Good day, sir.
This is a fee, nothing more.
Of course.
Awesome. Okay, this is the last
go
scene
back.
in the first half of the game. Do you want to result?
I go back to my character.
Right. Yes, you are Henry Cabot again.
So, Jonathan, what happened to
We're
our?
establishing a scene, and we're going to
Yes,
resolve.
establishing. What happened to our friend?
Your friend.
Our friend. You were talking so amiably with him.
You might miss him.
Who knows?
I know. I know you very well.
Perhaps I may miss him.
So let's drink and cheer for our friend.
For our friends.
For a friend.
What did you heed him?
Nothing. Nothing happened. He just went away.
And what did those gentlemen want
To
from
lock
the
him up.
battleship?
To lock him up. He was a smuggler.
Oh, a smuggler. And they did
A very
found
dangerous
the-
life to
Oh,
be
I
a
see.
smuggler.
I see. And did they find their smuggler?
Of course not.
Of course not. Of course not.
We
Something.
can share our life together again.
Oh, he's trying to rebuild it.
Yo.
Yes, yes, of course. Very well, very well.
This is going good for him.
Yeah, I think it's going good for him.
Very nice. Okay, so game is roughly half over. We're going to play one more round of scenes, but first we're going to do something called the tilt. And the tilt is designed to create some instability. Will you look it up and open it to the tilt? This is an Italian edition, so I'm not exactly sure where it is. But there is an index.
There is an index at the beginning or at the end?
I think both. There should be a table of contents.
Yeah.
There's the appendix, maybe at the end. There is the.
Oh, there's another one there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's toward the end. I can find it, I'm sure.
This is curtain fall, second act.
Second act.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, you
the
found it?
index.
Okay. Oh,
So.
we're looking for the tilt, and I don't. Maybe it has a different name.
I said
Oh,
crisis.
the keys. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
translated it
yeah.
with prizes.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. So what we're gonna do is,
Roll the dice.
yeah, we're gonna use the dice that remain, and in this case, it's just gonna be a few of these. We're gonna improvise a little bit, and that's okay. And what I want you to do is to look at the table on the next page.
Okay.
So is there a table? The crisis table? Somewhere there. It should tell you where the table is.
Up second.
Is the crisis table on, like, maybe at the end?
It might be near the end, yeah.
This is an example of play.
There we go. No?
These relations.
Yeah, here we go. We got it.
Item.
Pagina 70.
Oh, okay, much sooner.
Okay. So, we got some dice here. We're
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
roll.
tables.
All right. So, choose a category, and your categories are like chaos,
Tragedy, innocence, guilt, paranoia,
yeah.
and failure.
Wonderful. Those are wonderful categories. So, these are the dice you have to work with. Choose a category. Any category you like.
Chaos. I like chaos.
I would like paranoia.
Okay.
I think
Paranoia.
paranoia is also a good one, yeah.
Okay,
Which is chaos, by the
so
way.
now you choose which item within paranoia. And think about
Number 5 is really funny.
think about the way the game is going, because you want something that will
Yeah, the
support.
number 5.
So number 5 says the thing you stole has been
been
stolen.
stolen.
Yes, perfect.
Which is kind of fun. So who stole from me while I was in captivity?
That's what we're gonna find out. Now you choose a category. 1, 6, or 4. are your
1,
choices.
6, or 4?
Think
1, chaos.
All right, and then you choose the chaos. 1, 6, or 4 as well.
Either 6, 4, or 1.
Within the chaos category, yeah.
I will choose 1.
Oh!
Fury.
A fury without control.
Fury,
out of control
out of control.
fury. Yeah.
Out of control fury. I love it. Okay,
Oh,
I like that
wow.
sound. And that's all we need that for.
I have no insurance on sea monsters.
So we're done with the crisis. And we will continue from there.
Should I put it somewhere? Or it's just in the center?
These are things that we need to see happen. And it doesn't matter who they happen to or how they happen, but we've got to see the thing that was stolen is stolen again, and an out of control fury. I don't think that's going to be hard at all.
Oh, I have an idea.
We're going to play one more scene. In a normal game, we would play 2 more scenes, but we're going to abbreviate it just
Okay.
a little bit in the interest of time. So I think it's your turn. Look at these things and see if one of those is relevant to your character, and whether you want to establish a scene.
Okay. So maybe I'm in your room with you. We are sitting together with our drinks crossed, cheering for our new agreement. And we drink, and I get up to, I stand up to go to the closet. I open the door, and the bill is not there.
No.
So
Very important question. Am I there or am I
you're in the bathroom.
Yeah, you're
oh,
you're
yeah.
locked in
So
the
I didn't
bathroom.
have the Bill of Rights. Okay.
Yeah.
But no longer have the Bill of Rights.
Where is the bill of rights?
Which bill? I don't know what you're talking about.
We had an agreement.
Hello?
A new life together.
Are you there?
I cannot use my closet anymore because you closed him into the closet.
Where's the
Yes, a misunderstanding.
And is he talking?
Is Jonathan getting more and more angry here?
The Royal Navy locked up
In my
the whaler.
I had
Yeah.
someone come before. Hello? Someone went to the closet. Hello? Do you have the Bill of Rights still?
Yes, we do. Worry not.
So
Good.
how are you feeling about this?
Very furious.
Yeah, so you're getting more and more angry. What do you think? Should this go badly? I think it should go badly for Jonathan.
Yep.
What does that mean? Like,
I
out of control rage.
I took off my shoes,
Yeah.
my new shoes.
Your new shoes, right?
Henry Cabot, third.
It's me.
What did you do with Frank and the Bill of Rights?
I'm not Frank, I'm Liam.
I
Misunderstanding.
started throwing the shoes to him.
It's bad.
That's
Hey,
too bad.
what's happening?
It's bad. It's bad, but it's good. Like he cares.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So, under these conditions of duress and violence, what I can do is open the door of the closet and please look. It's still there. Look closely. It's still there. Then I slam the door with him. Locking the closet with him.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Finally have some company.
That's great.
Frank,
I'm sure there is another misunderstanding. I'm not
Please
Frank, I'm
stop.
Liam. I am not Frank, I'm
I
Liam.
know you're Frank.
No, Frank doesn't have a mustache. I clearly have a mustache.
Is there some clothes, paper? Is there paper?
Yeah, I mean, it's
I find a
bathroom, there are
paper
things.
inside the closet and I start ripping off his
no,
fake mustaches.
my mustache.
And then when I took off the paper, I see the
It's the Bill
oh
of
my God,
Rights.
the Bill of Rights.
You've soiled it. You've ruined it.
I ruined.
Let's end that right there. Perfect. So Frank, you're locked in a bathroom with a maniac who's just destroyed the thing that you cared about.
So the thing that was stolen all along was not the Bill of Rights. It was his shoes.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah.
So, I find this as an opportunity to escape with his shoes again.
Right. You're wearing his shoes.
And so, since Harry is still outside, I walk through the door. You madman! The Bill of Rights! And Harry, open up!
Yeah.
We need
Yes,
to
yes,
denounce...
yes. I'm opening, yes. I'm opening. Just 1 minute. And then I'll go to the radio room and tell the British Navy that I have found 2 guilty men.
2 guilty men and a Bill
They
of Rights.
have stolen and destroyed important historical evidences.
Oh no, it's going bad for you, man.
And revenge is
No,
mine.
The British Navy is coming. Revenge.
This is what happens when you live in a Frank way.
Yes, but we do not know what the outcome is for your characters. It might be really great. We'll find out. The final scene. It's you. Do you want to establish, or do you want us to establish a scene for you?
I would like to resolve, if possible, these.
Oh yeah. Well, let's.
And I want to call the Royal Navy.
Well, probably the Royal Navy...
So you'll be Royal Navy officers
Yeah.
coming to collect these guys. Great. You be the lieutenant, and you be the captain.
Sir Cabo and moi.
Yeah. You know, the son of Erika Bottinau II, which now sits on the stalls of the Parliament.
Oh yeah,
Of course. So,
I have a request as a private citizen. I want to help you in your inquiries about your escapee, and I also found an important artifact in their hands. They have stolen it, but I want you to
well,
help us.
Which artifact, by the
also
way?
under which seas did the crime happen? We are the Royal Navy. We are the British Royal Navy.
Well,
We are the Royal Navy of the Labrador Coast.
Labrador Coast.
Wait, that's the Commonwealth. I know geography was not your strong your strong point, but that's Canada. That's the wrong.
This is why my father sits in the banks of the Parliament. But anyway, I would like you to help the whole United States of America and the British Crown in establishing a durable peace and recovering an important artifact.
Well, it could benefit the diplomacy of our countries.
Wait. Can
And most-
we return the United States to the Royal Kingdom?
Of course you can.
I think that's a bit ambitious, Richard, but sure.
But it's a good
And it's a good
thought.
aim. Colonies should stay colonies. Of course.
The colonies. Yeah.
Yes. But
It was a colony. I did not study geography, but I studied history.
Yeah, it's been a long time, man. I don't know if that's going to work out.
But anyway, I just think how important the Royal Navy will be after this finding, and I don't want any recognizing in this. I just offer you the prisoners.
Well, Lieutenant, what do you say about becoming heroes?
What did you say?
About becoming heroes?
Come here. We could have our colonies.
And my father directs
Why
the
are you so
admiralty.
fixated on colonies?
Because I'm tired of the Royal Navy job.
This is good.
I want to retire. I have my colony, my island. I don't know.
Most of all,
something.
you can become rear admirals, for instance, because my father directs the admiralty.
See? We can retire as hard.
You just help a poor citizen and help
You swore an
yourselves.
oath. You swore an oath to the Queen and the King and the crown.
And the crown.
Of course.
Well, what about it?
And this is going good for you. It seems like, yeah. Look at you.
Yeah, but
Or maybe not.
there's still time for you to go wrong.
There's still time. That's right.
One step at a time. Let's first, save the artifact, become heroes, and then we'll see from there. All right?
Of course.
Okay. Take us to the build the artifact.
Of course. Please follow me. This is my cabin.
And this is my,
Yeah,
my
I bet
jail.
The captain.
By now, it's pretty famous in the ship. This
I know, but
cabin.
of course, it's my cabin. But anyway, yeah, the captain is, is accomplice with this malefactor.
Oh.
So he tried to.
Treason.
Yeah.
Treason for the royal
Yeah.
queen.
So yeah,
Think that he
they're
took
all
out
yours.
bloody money.
They're all yours. I'm going upstairs. I don't want to see this terrible scene because the captain was my friend. He betrayed my trust.
So
Then he
you
gets
knew.
back in the Labrador Coast.
No, I didn't.
You
Otherwise
knew
he
about
was-
the treason.
No, I didn't know.
Oh,
I was in the
God.
Labrador Coast with him, and he didn't told anything about this. And then I discovered it. It was terrible. It was against my
technically, the Labrador
principles.
Coast is within the Commonwealth, so
Yeah, of
It's
course.
true. It's true.
And what happened on the Labrador Coast stays in the Labrador
That's
Coast.
what I've heard many
But-
times.
they're prisoners, which will come.
But
with
I
us to
leave them
Southampton.
to you and your conscience, and I know you do the right
Lieutenant,
thing.
open the closet and let's
I don't want
arrest
to
them
see.
the
And
couple.
that's a good place to end that because we're going to do the final piece of the game, which is called the aftermath, and we'll find out what happened to these idiots. It's on page 72.
Yeah.
So here's what you do. For the aftermath, you roll all the dice that you've acquired. So you should have 3 dice each.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll those dice. And now the numbers matter again. All right. And that's not, don't celebrate as much as you think
Oh,
you should.
is it?
Because what you do
Oh no.
is you subtract the lower number from the higher number. So this is a 9 and a 6, which is a black 3. You have a white 10, which is very good.
Oh, maybe this was the.
Oh.
These were the dice.
Yeah.
This is the.
Oh, that's bad. It's a black
This
1.
minus 1.
Black 3
Black 3.
and white 10.
So let's start with a white 10. Next page.
White 10 is
This is-
Not so bad.
it's
No, it's on the next page.
Next page.
Here.
wow.
Bianco.
Yeah, another one. Here, not
Yes.
so bad.
Not so bad. I came out with my dignity intact thanks to lucky shot. And I could get money, but I'm already rich and more filthy myself. And I can do a party with my friends. I can throw a party with my
Yeah,
friends.
that's an amazing outcome for you.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
successful.
Many drinks with umbrellas.
After betraying the person
With
you
umbrellas,
love
of course.
And, yeah, great. How about Frank?
Yeah, it's hard. So it's hard, like being in the shit. Shit to my neck. Hard like a life under rugs. A big black
big
cloud
cloud,
of pain.
Rain
will
on
rain
you.
on me. And what I need just what happened.
Yeah, that sounds
So
like
I
the
think
Royal
we get
Navy.
flamed.
Yeah, you were definitely getting flogged by the Royal
Yep.
Navy. So a black one, right? That's
That one is
real.
horrible.
Black one,
Yeah,
horrible.
that's
So
good.
probably you're dead.
But
Maybe more innocent people are dead. There is no justice, no mercy.
Mercy.
Everything is
fucked up.
fucked up, basically.
Yeah, like a
and it's
war.
all your
All my fault.
War between the United
Yes.
States and
Oh
England.
You started a war.
Just probably in the sense war between USA. Oh my god. That's
Nice-
one way to.
That's terrible,
Nicely
but I'm
done.
partying in my house in England, so...
Yeah, everything's fine.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's the outcome.
Oh,
too,
so
yeah.
my outcome would probably be not only will I get flailed, but I will get sent to the
Oh, forced to fight.
Yeah, I will be
Go
sent
fight
to fight
in the Battle of Baltimore or something.
A war that started because of him. Oh my
Yes,
god.
It's terrible.
And I had my revenge.
Yes, you got your revenge. So good. I thought the two of you were going to hook up, that you were going to be friends again.
No, I was bent to revenge since the beginning.
It
so-
was a mockery.
Yeah,
Well played, friends.
that's been
Thanks.
fine.
So good.
Yeah, it was very fun.
Very
So
fun.
if we were playing for real,
Yeah.
you would all have had one more scene. We would have taken a little bit longer, so the game would have had a little more depth and complexity because
Mm-hmm.
you'd have more time to develop
But I
it.
mean, the story flowed, has flown.
I thought it
mean,
did too.
Yeah,
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 this was
yeah.
great. You did a good job.
very, very
You
good.
can also see that if you had 4 players, it would be different.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there's always somebody you don't have a connection to at first, which is really fun in a
Yeah.
4-player game. You can play this with up to 5. I think 4 is the best, and 3 works well, and 5 takes a little long for my taste, but it does work. So thanks. This was great. Thank you for
you.
bringing
Thank
it.
It was very
you.
fun. It
I'm
was
gl-
amazing.
I'm glad
Very
you
fun,
enjoyed
very
it.
fun.
Abbiamo iniziato una guerra
Ho perso le scarpe, l'ho riprese.
e va bene così. Grazie.